Good morning, Luthers. How are you doing today? Oh, good. Glad to see that. Personally, I'm not feeling so hotsy-totsy, but we do what we got to do, right? Okay. Well, part of our gospel lesson for this morning has Jesus saying, "What good will it do if a person gains the whole world, yet forfeits his soul? And what will a person give in exchange for his soul?" My brother and sister, have you ever wanted something so badly that you would give just about anything to have it? Me too. When I was a kid, I would have given anything for a pony. I would have given anything to meet my hero, the New York Yankee center fielder, Mickey Mantle. Sadly, I never met the Mick, and the only pony I ever rode was on the carousel at the amusement park. So you learn to live with disappointment sometimes. But I've got a story for you about a young boy and his whistle. The boy's name was Ben. Actually, his full name was Benjamin Franklin, a name that is probably quite familiar to every American. He was known as a man capable of spouting all sorts of wise and profound sayings. But in our story today, he was a little boy who did something very foolish. When Ben was 7 years old, his parents gave him some money. Just a few cents, a few copper pennies that Ben put into his pocket. And with that newfound wealth, he headed off to the store to see what toys he could buy with his money. On the way there, he met a boy who had a whistle. And when Ben heard that whistle, he was so thrilled with the sound of it that he told the boy he would give him all the money in his pockets if he would sell that whistle to him. So the boy gave him the whistle and took his money. Yeah, Katie, I can see you know where this story's going. Ben headed home. And when he got there, he went all around the house playing his whistle. His brothers and sisters, and cousins, parents, aunts, and uncles asked him where he got that noisy thing. And so he told them the story about the young boy he had met and how he had surrendered all the coins in his pocket to purchase this whistle. They laughed at him for having wasted so much of his money on something so foolish. But people are no different today. Some of my students want to be popular with certain kids at school, and they're willing to do things they know are wrong because they think it will make them popular. They're paying too much for their whistle. Adults are no different. Some men and women want to be a winner more than anything else. They're even willing to cheat if that's what it takes to win. They are paying too much for their whistle. Some people think the most important thing in life is to have fun. And so, even in the midst of a pandemic, they go out to bars and gyms and other places where people gather. They have no concern about the possibility of spreading diseases. I heard that my brother went to a gym yesterday, and being a responsible person, he wore his mask. But there were people all around him in the gym who, even after being told by the gymnasium staff to wear a mask, they refused. They don't care about spreading infection. They don't worry about keeping distance from others. They're paying too much for their whistle. And sadly, we may have to pay the price for that as well. Is there something that you are almost too willing to give up in order to get? Jesus said, "What good will it do for you if you gain the whole world and lose your soul?" Are you paying too much for your whistle? Let's pray. Dear Jesus, we don't want to pay too much for our whistle. Help us to give you first place in our lives. Amen.